Okay, this is a very scary video for me to talk about, because it's so personal, and I know a lot of people wouldn't put something this personal out there. Maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't, I don't know. I filmed this video like 5 times, and I end up getting really emotional in every single one of them. And it's kind of weird. I'm gonna try not to get emotional in this because it's awkward watching someone cry on camera. But if I do, I apologize. Today it is 4 months, and I hate how fast time has gone by because it feels like it shouldn't. I'm not even sure how to start this. There's like a million things I want to say, and all I can think of is the main thing I want to talk about. I will say right now, this video is going to be a trigger warning, and I know people make fun of the word trigger and triggered and all of that stuff, but those are real things, and I know it's fun to joke about it, but you have to keep in the back of your mind that these are real things, and people have, you know, actual triggers. People are actually damaged by something. The reason why I'm making this video is because it's something that I feel like, since I have a social platform, I should talk about it. And stuff like this affects people every day, whether we know them or not, whether they're a celebrity. And this is not something that I want to talk about because it hurts. And I don't like hurting. And this isn't something like when my grandparents died. You know, it's like I understood that they were sick, they had cancer, and they passed, and I was hurt, but I felt fine. I felt like I could keep going. 4 months ago today, my dad died. I don't even want to say it. 4 months ago today, my dad committed suicide. This wasn't expected, but it was, because he had a mental illness. I'm not putting blame on people, and I'm not mad at him, and I'm not mad at anyone. I miss my dad. People say that suicide is selfish. And when I was younger, and when I was suicidal myself, I thought that those people were selfish because if I am in that much pain, I should be allowed to take my own life. I didn't think that people would care if I left. It's a pretty stupid thought. I thought that I had closure when we buried him, and I did at the time, but as life goes on, I forget, and then I remember, and then I forget, and then I remember, and then I forget, and then I remember, and it's like I'm being told over and over and over again. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, and the reason why I'm publicly saying this, is because today Chester, the lead singer from Linkin Park, committed suicide. I feel like I need to make this video telling you, if you're watching this, if you're watching this because it's on my channel, if you're watching this because you needed a sign, if you're watching this because you just came across it as a suggested video or something, like, coming from someone who tried multiple times to end her life, coming from someone who has struggled with cutting for almost 10 years, from coming from someone who went from being depressed to not depressed to bipolar to depressed to anxiety ridden, coming from someone who has panic disorder. Trust me, life gets bad sometimes, but life is so worth it. When my dad died, I started a list of all these little things that make life worth it, because it's like my eyes were opened and I saw everything. And I know that sounds super cheesy, but when you notice the little things, life, it gets worth living. All I want to do is just, I want to text my dad and I want to ask him about the football game, or I wanted to ask him about this house that we used to live in. I want to ask him about fixing my car. My dad would always remind me of the movie Taken. Anywhere I was gonna go, if I was gonna fly alone to Texas, if I was gonna go go overseas, if I was gonna go to a new country, he'd always text me the same thing. Do you remember Taken? Yes, I remember Taken. He said, if anything ever happens to you, I'm gonna be like Liam Neeson. I'm gonna come find you. No matter where you are, I'm gonna go find you. I've been trying really, really hard with YouTube and with Patreon and with you now and with friends in real life. I've been trying so hard to be okay, and I'm not. I don't know how to heal from this because it hurts too much. This is the 6th video and I'm still getting emotional. I was going to read off every little thing that makes life worth it, or that I could come up with that makes life worth it, but it's too long. So I have typed it all in the description, and please, if you're sad or if you're thinking of bad things or if anything, if you just want to read it and see what I came up with, please read it and take it into consideration and think about it. And if you come up with something else, please put it in the comments. Even if you think it's stupid, someone else could relate to it and maybe they need that, and you just never know what's going on behind closed doors. You never know what's going on in people's minds. You don't know how people feel. Even if somebody says like, hey, like I feel great today, they could be lying. Like you don't know. And if you need help, like you are worth getting help. It's okay to get help. I've gotten help. You are worth the time, you are worth the effort, you are worth the money, you are worth everything. Your life is worth everything. Who you are is worth everything. If you need help, do not be afraid to get it, because you are worth it, and life gets better and life is better. And I know some of you who need help won't get help because you're scared or because you're too prideful, but if you need help, if you need even just like a friend, just talk to someone or go get help. Just do something, and please don't do anything irrational. And I know like the saying life gets better is super cheesy and dumb, and like life does get better, but life can also get worse, but life can also get better, because that's life and it's a roller coaster, and I hate roller coasters. And that's why I came up with the little things, because the little things add up and the little things can make a big thing, and the big thing is worth it. I don't want someone feeling the pain that I'm feeling. I wouldn't wish this against anybody. Getting help does not make you weak. Doesn't make you stupid, it doesn't make you look silly. It's none of that. It's just you fixing something in here that just needs a little bit of help. If you're thirsty, you get water. If you need help from here, you need help for here. There's nothing wrong with you. You just need a little. I'm sorry I got emotional. I really didn't want to talk about this. But if you get a chance, please read the description or the comments. Even if it's one little thing a day, you find that little thing and you hold on to it, because life is worth it.